Hello and good morning, everybody. This is Divim here, and you are now watching Divim's gaming channel. So today I'm doing a special on my one of my friends on Discord and old Ark Survival Evolved player and ally from back in the good old days when I played on official. Mama Jane. This is her server. It's called Mama's House. You can find her server information in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. This is going to be like pretty much an exposition of the server. It's running on the island map. So let's go down to my base, and then I'll show you guys some of the little goodies that this particular server has to offer. Okay, all right. So, give me a second here. I want to load up the mod list, and then I'm gonna go through the mod list and show you guys each individual mod we have installed and what they're capable of, how we got them set up. So, okay, I got the mod list up here. The first mod on the list is the Accessories Plus Vision mod. Now, that mod adds in a few nice little things. Let's go into attachments here. For one, it adds in the goggles for night vision skin. Now, what these do is it allows you to see at night. I do believe I got a pair in here. Yep, already made up. So, when you get the goggles on, it actually puts a actual overlay on your helmet that you're wearing, so you can actually kind of combine the looks a little bit. And this mod allows you to see at night. Now, trying to remember how to get it to work. Unless it's already working. I think it's already working. Kind of hard to... Yeah, I think it's already working. See if I take these off. Yep. See how everything got darker? And then I throw it back on, and everything is brighter. And the nice thing about those is you can go underneath water here, and everything under the water is super bright. And it really increases the visibility under the water. Let's go back up here. I'm going to remove the skin. The other thing that the Vision mod includes, which is my personal favorite, is called the Ocular Implant. Now this gives you a huge HUD like upgrade. It highlights friendly units. It highlights unfriendly units. You know, the non-tamed dinosaurs are in white when they become aggressive. If I get close, they get highlighted in red. So it warns you that, you know, it's a hostile creature. Also, you could probably be hearing that little audio notification here. Let me turn up my volume a bit so you guys can hear. I got it kind of down low. It also has an audio sensor that'll go off. That is warning me that there is a max level dinosaur somewhere nearby. Now that could be, in this case, usually it's a fish. Because there's so many of them, and where are you? Check you all out. Probably a level 150 fish down here somewhere. So 125. See, if you notice, when I was mousing over these creatures, the ocular implant also adds in a readout about the dinosaur. It's probably this tech parasaur right here. Yep. Level 156, female tech parasaur. Tells you the life, torpor, and distance. And that's also a nice little feature about it. You can tell, quite, you know, it gives you some pretty detailed stats about the dinosaur as well. Gives you a latitude, longitude, and elevation readout in the upper right-hand corner there as well. Gives you a more detailed durability, and you can't really see it very well because the chat's covering it up, but it gives you the durability of the items you are wearing and a nice visual readout, so you know exactly what's going on. Very useful. It also gives you a little crosshair thing, which is used for trying to help you mouse over these dinosaurs. Another thing that this does is if the dinosaur is afraid of you... Oh, I accidentally killed that tech parasaur instead of what I wanted to do. Alright, let's find another one I can hit. Like, if I hit... if I hit a dodo, I'm probably going to kill it too with this bird. This bird's pretty beefy. Oh, killed that Listro too. Okay. Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get one of these dinosaurs to run from me, but I'm killing them. Yeah, not what I wanted either. Okay, maybe this trilobite. Let's see this trilobite back here. If I hit it. Yep. I want to hit you, trilobite. Oh, I killed that one too. Well, anyway, when a creature is fleeing from you, it will turn yellow. Okay, Moschops just went red because they fight back. Or at least I thought they fight back, maybe not. Alright, not like the Parasaurs and the Phiomia. And the Dodos, they'll flee from you. But, see if I could find Oh, if you haven't noticed, I'll get to this mod a little bit later, but my bird flies really fast. It's not because we have advanced, not advanced flyers. Yeah, advanced flyers, I think it's called. We don't have that mod installed on this server. We got something else. And it's not speedy saddles either. Horse. Horse might work. If the horse will. Probably gonna hit it and kill it. Yeah, hit it and killed it. Let's fly around. Let's see if we can find ourselves something to run away from us. Something I'm not gonna one shot, please. Yeah, one shot of that. And a one shot of that one. Here we go. Tapajara. See how he turned yellow? That means it is fleeing from me. And those are the 3 different colors that will show up for wild dinosaurs. Then there's also the... It does another thing too. It'll warn you if there's enemies nearby. Now, this is a tribe over here that isn't allied with us, with me and some of the other admins and stuff. You can actually see them through the walls. They're characters, and they're red, and they are considered enemy players because they're not allied with you. And normally, it'll also have an audio and a warning letting you know that there's enemy players nearby as well. So, now I'm going to move over to a allied base, which is over here by Green Obby. This would be Mama Jane's base. She's the one running the server. So I'm going to fly over to her base. Oh, a unicorn. Oh, oops, I missed. Yeah, no, I spooked it. Way to go, me. Alright. Back over here. Missed again. I am horrible at this. Come on. There we go. What level is it? Oh, level 20 wild male unicorn. Okay, well anyway, we're coming over here to Mama Jane's base. Just gonna drop this unicorn off into her base here. There we go. See, she's got this light blue aura over her dinosaurs. That tells you that that's an ally player. And your own will be green. As so. And you can also see there the dinosaurs and the players through walls even. The wild ones too, you can see them right through the walls. Let me see if I went over here. See, yeah, see how there's like those little flashes of color. Back up a little bit. Now, it's better through rocks and trees and stuff like that. It helps her visibility on locating dinosaurs in dense brush or behind rocks and all that and what have you. Also, the ocular implant is also capable of 2 different versions of night vision. You got your natural night vision, which is like a saute steak, and it's like the night vision goggles. It just enhances the light so you can see. And then there's also electronic night vision, which does your monochromatic green as well. A very, very, very handy tool, and also, like I said, it's got some HUD upgrades. If you, I haven't said it yet, and you might not see it very clearly due to the server information up at the very top of the screen, but it also gives you a compass on the upper part of the screen, which is also very handy. Not so much if you're on a dinosaur that bobs up and down, because then it just jumps all over the place. It does like stuff like that all the time, and you can't really get a good bearing because it's constantly shifting. Okay, there we go. Then there's also now we'll move out of the working with the ocular implant in the vision mod for the rest of the stream. I'm just gonna take off the. Actually, no, and I'll leave leave it on. What I'm gonna do is there's special buttons you can press that can toggle on and off a lot of these features. Like, oh, I forgot to mention this one. If you press the numpad plus button, you get a detailed readout of the stats as well. That's by default, that doesn't pop up on the screen, but if you want it, you can press the plus button and then you can get the readout of your dinosaurs, even the wild ones. See if I can get that one. Yeah, there we go. See, it gives you the stats on those dinosaurs out there. So you can actually review the stats of a dinosaur before you knock them out and tame them, which is kind of handy. Especially if you're doing breeding programs and you're looking for good stocks, you can get a good detailed readout of the dinosaur before you even knock it out. But okay, let's go back to doing what I was going to do. I was going to. Oh, here's another mod that just popped up in the up in the top there. That's the rare sightings mod, which is allows special dinosaurs to spawn in the server that are higher level than the level cap. Can go from 150 up to 180. We'll get into that a little bit later. But let's see. We want to disable the warning sound, which is Shift F5. There we go. Now we won't longer get the audio cue for high-level dinosaurs being within our range. I'm also going to disable the highlights. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move into discussing the next mod, which is Accessories Plus Light. We didn't go for the full suite of Accessories Plus. The Light version actually offers a very decent offering. What Accessories Plus Light does is it adds things like backpacks and quivers to the game. Now, I am currently wearing the it's a skin that you put on your chest piece, and it boosts quite a few of your different stats, such as, let's bring up the let's not do it that way. Let's go in here. All right, so we got this. I'm currently wearing the advanced backpack skin, and it provides the Explorer buff. Now, what the Explorer buff does is it boosts. If you look down here in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, it increases weight max capacity, crafting, and melee damage. So it boosts your crafting speed, your melee damage, and your max weight capacity. So right now, if you take a look here, my weight capacity is 300. My melee damage is 187.5, and my crafting's at 200. Now, when I remove that from me, my weight capacity is 150. My melee damage went down to 150, and my crafting skill dropped to 100. So you get a nice little boost from wearing a backpack. It's a very handy thing to have. It gets you a better carrying weight and everything else. And you don't have to expend so much points in weight, crafting, or even in your melee damage as much. Okay. The next item on this mod is called the Quiver. I got the advanced Quiver, and it provides a hunter buff. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to remove the backpack skin from my chest piece. I'll put the Quiver on it. Boom. See how my stamina went up? It doubled. It went up to 300. And again, I'll press down on the H key, and you can see down in the lower right hand corner of the screen, it increases stamina, movement speed, and it reduces enemy dino vision range. So this allows you to be more stealthy, makes it harder for dinosaurs to detect you, boosts your movement and stamina speed by quite a significant amount. I mean, look at how fast I'm hauling. I mean, I'm going way faster than I was beforehand. That really boosts up my movement speed. My movement speed right now is at 174.8. Without it, it was 116.5. So, yeah, the quiver is very nice, especially if you combine that with like your ghillie and your bug repellent and all that. You're pretty much nigh undetectable. You just walk around and things will just pretty much ignore you. It's a very nice thing to have, especially if like you're taming hyenodons, calcotherums. Think bats are a passive tame too. Your vultures. All your different passive tames. You got to get up there, nice, close, and personal, and feed them. Like even the this Gigantopithecus, the big Bigfoot creatures, things like that. And it makes it very easy to get up close, personal with them, and feed them, and not get your butt handed to you or ruining your tame. Okay. So moving on away from the accessories plus, we've got the advanced engram unlocker. Now the advanced engram unlocker is a very nice thing. Notice up here it says I got 3,494 engram points, but you look through here, I have everything unlocked. The advanced engram unlocker, what it does is it allows, as you level up, when you hit a tier, you learn everything in the tier. It's no longer you have to sit there and plan out your point distribution. You reach a level, you got it. That's pretty much what Advanced Engram Locker is in a nutshell. Next in the list, we've got Stack Me More. Now, Stack Me More is a stacking mod. I don't know, you should be more than... A lot of you should be more than familiar with stacking mods. And what that does is it allows you to stack items to a greater stacking. Like say for instance this meat. It's at one, you got a stack of 1,000. Before you weren't even able to get a stack of 1,000. And it reduces the weight on these stacks too, so you can carry more of a lot of everything. So yeah, that's basically Stack Me More. It just boosts up your ability to stack things. Oh, and it also gives some like nifty little item. See if I drop these. No, that's still a package. Let's see. I'll drop the. So I don't think I'm carrying anything that has one nice little custom item tiles. Whatever you want to call them. Here, let's grab some meat. There we go. Got some meat. And then I'll drop the meat. Look at that. I just dropped a little cooked steak. Adds little custom meshes for dropped items. Okay. Well, that's basically Stack Me More. Then a lot of you people that play on private, your unofficial servers know about Structures Plus. Structures Plus has got a whole suite of very, very awesome items. A lot to go over with Structures Plus, to be honest with you, and a lot of it, I'm not even gonna probably even touch base with. But the most important thing is they got nice tools to help you manage your base a lot easier, like your transfer gun, your demo gun is a really nice one. It allows you to dismantle things and not have to be up close and personal with them. You can do it from a range. Like, say if you're trying to take down a wall that's several tiles up and you can't get it unless you build a ladder. Well, you don't have to with a demo gun. You just point, shoot, and it's just dismantled. You got it was the original mod that added in things like the your let's see if I can find them. Your triangle foundations was the first mod to. Oh, I forgot all about that about the backpack. Sorry guys, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit here. And accessories plus light, the backpack also allows you to craft things in your inventory that are normally made in a mortar and pestle. So it's also like it turns you into a mobile mortar and pestle as well. So you can make narcotics, you can make gunpowder, you can make your cementing paste, your spark powder, your salts, your clays, things that you would normally make in a mortar and pestle. You can make in your own inventory, which is a nice little feature. But anyway, back to S Plus. It adds its own variation of all the base building blocks that you from vanilla and makes it where you can remove them. But now that they've done the homestead update with Ark, it kind of makes them redundant. You don't really need these particular ones, but there is some features that are nice with the S Plus doors and stuff like that. You can actually have them set to auto close and things like that. See if we take a look here. You get auto open and close. You can switch it to manual and things like that. And these are nice because not everybody likes to go up to a door, open it, have to walk out, and then close it. This will with the auto open and close, it'll automatically close behind you. If you switch it to like auto open and close, you don't even have to click on it. It just opens up automatically for you and shuts right behind you. See, vanilla ones still don't do that. And it's a nice little handy feature. So I always have to keep on remembering to shut the door behind you. You can just go, and be on your merry way. Let's go back in here. Let's go back here, and then we'll scroll down. Another nice thing about S Plus is, it's got the pipes. I love this feature, and you could put pipes and electrical ductwork, the electrical conduits and stuff like that inside of the foundations, and it makes things so much easier. Yeah, see, like over here, it's got water. I got water in the tile. See that little blue droplet? That's signifying that there is water in the foundation. And you can also set down electrical conduits inside of the foundations as well. Instead of having to actually run unsightly pipes and cabling all over the place, you can just simply run them through the foundation, and they're all nice and hidden, tucked away, and they're not a big giant eyesore, which is a very nice thing if you ask me. And just some little nice little touches. Okay, let's go back down. Let's continue on. S Plus also has some really nice air conditioners that can actually snap into a window frame, which is kind of nice. Also adds in crop plots that actually snap to the foundation. So no longer do you have to fuss and fight with trying to line them up nice. And these seamless crop plots are very sleek, very nice. As you can see, it turns into, like, instead of having little teeny tiny little crop plots, it's also like a nice clean bed. And like, again, I've got in the floor water piping, and then I just snap the taps to the ends of the water piping in the foundations, and it makes it into a nice little quaint little irrigation system. I like how it looks. Very, very sleek, nice, fancy. Another thing that you want to take a look, see what the regular S plus crop plots look like. I'm going to go over here to my X-plant barge. This thing's the ultimate in base security. Okay, these are the regular S plus crop plots, and they snap right to the foundations, so you don't have any problem with alignment, and you can fit one crop plot perfectly on a foundation. Got 25 X plants on this one barge. It's a very, very nice nice little boat of death. But yeah, that's the S plus crop plots. Alright, continuing on with S plus. Also, if you noticed, there really isn't a lot of noise either. The whole entire base is currently operated by wind turbines, and these things will run even if there is no wind at all present. And that's one of the little perks we were able to program ourselves in with the configuration of S plus, and got them on the slope ceilings even. So I've got X plants on the roof at an angle, so it's got a better view of the waterfront and of the skyline. Oh, went a little too far there. Alright, so, okay. Alright, let's see. I'll go inside the my hatchery here. These are the air conditioners. They're slimmer, and they snap to each other as well, which is another nice little handy... Oh, Rex, you're getting too big. I can't slip by you. Alright. And they're silent. They're silent running. You don't have to listen to that machine noise and hum, which is also a very nice feature. Also, the S plus torches, I forgot all about them. You can change the color of the flame by putting dye in their slots here, and they never run out of fuel. They constantly burn when you need them. S plus also has a variation of greenhouse glass that's as strong as metal as well. They still have the regular plain old greenhouse, but they also have these metal strength greenhouse glass, which, as you all know, greenhouse glass is extremely fragile, and it breaks super easy. This stuff, it's almost invulnerable to all dinosaur attacks. Except for, alpha attacks. Alpha will still tear it to shreds. Let's see here. Let's go down. See what else I'm missing here. There's a few other nice little things from S plus. Like, it's got its own version of the industrial grinder. And the industrial grinder for S plus adds a nice feature of being able to craft materials from other DLC maps. When you don't have access to them, you can actually just take regular vanilla items from the island and craft anything you need. Like fungal wood is just rare mushroom and wood. Got congealed gas balls, which is gasoline, silicon absorbent substrate, and it allows you to craft these items so you can have some of the aberration items, scorched earth, and extinction items without having to own it or even have it access to it in your cluster. Very nice feature to have. Let's see, boom. Let's go to the next thingy. Never made one of these. S plus incinerator destroys anything placed in its inventory. Ah, so it's a garbage disposal unit. Well, that's neat. Oh, I just unlocked that not too long ago. So, where's an S plus tech replicator? So I've got me and my friends on the server and the other players on the server. We went and we finished off doing all the alpha battles. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm having a hard time here for a second. I'm going to mute my audio. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had felt like a hairball. So, so we got a lot of the tech stuff done. The chem bench is really nice. It does like what every chem bench does. You know, you can. Oh, you got weapons. Oh, ammo. Yeah, okay, flamethrower ammo. You know, you can make your narcotics, your your various things, your clay, your everything that a chem bench does. Better turn that off. You know, you got your fabricator. Normally, the vanilla fabricator, you have to have gasoline in it to power it. It's powered by the windmill. Don't need to put gasoline in it. Don't need to run it like that. You just basically leave it on all the time as long as it's powered. Or you can run it with gasoline too. Same with the industrial grinder. It's powered by the windmill, and you don't really need to have gas in it to operate it. And also same with like the industrial cooker. It's powered by the windmill as well. You don't need to have any fuel in it, but if you needed to, you can. Now this is nice because it gives you an actual readout of all the recipes, and you can pull them in from the S Plus inventory management system, which is it's just totally awesome. Like, say I wanted to, here, let's take a look at my fridge here. This is an S Plus refrigerator. It's got more storage slots in it. I'm short on exceptional kibble. I need 26 exceptional kibble. So we come down here into crafted foods. Let's see, exceptional kibble. I need focal chilies, and I can't remember what I said I needed for. Okay, I need 26. So go in here, consumables, crafted foods. I need 26 focal chilies. So I'm gonna punch in up there 26, and then I'm gonna press this button, and it pulls in the items that are necessary to create 26 of those focal chilies from all the inventories that I own within range. Now let's crafting the focal chilies. And we're currently at 4, so it's going to take a little while. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go over some of the other nice little cavats with S+. Some of the automation systems, like the Nanny. The Nanny is a nice little tool as long as you got honey in its inventory, which I got plenty in its inventory. It acts as a feeding trough for for your young dinos. Okay, these argents are completely done being raised. I'm gonna clean up this mess a little bit. That's still adolescent. But yeah, it acts as a feeding trough, and it also imprints the young dinosaurs as they're growing up. See, this one's at how old are you? It's at 25.1%, and its imprinting's at 26. So as it gets older, it also imprints as it gets older, and the nanny takes care of all that. Then another thing it does that we got with S Plus is the farmer. Oh, gardener, sorry. We got the gardener. And the gardener collects all the crops and seeds and everything else that comes off your crop plots. And she runs on beer. Beer. No, not really. I'm not a big fan of beer. Guess my tastes are a little too refined for beer. So I'm going to come over here and I am going to collect some of the... I don't know why this thing hasn't been producing alcohol. It stopped. Oh, it's because it doesn't have enough berries. I'm going to pull in some more Amar berries. We're going to pull in all those. There we go. I'm going to pop the 2 jars in there, fill them up. There we go, we got some more beer. I'm going to throw that in my gardener. The gardener pretty much, like I said, tends to all these crops in here. It gathers all the items that the crops produce. Boom, there we go. And then we got the S Plus domesticated beehive. This is a beehive where you don't need to go up to it wearing ghillie set. You don't have to worry about it dying out if you run out of flowers. You run out of flowers, you just go get more, throw them in, and it starts producing honey again. As you can see, I've got honey to last me forever. Now, these also, I could get rid of all this irrigation too if I really wanted to, but I like the look of it because these bees will also irrigate all their nearby crops as well, which is very handy, especially if you're in a spot where you can't get irrigation piping. I think I can build another domesticated beehive, and I could probably take it over to my explant barge, put one on there, and it'll irrigate all those explants on that boat. But the rain's been keeping them irrigated, so I really don't need to worry about keeping them irrigated. But the beehive could do it if I really, really needed it. Needed one out there, I could. Then the S Plus feeding trough. Now the S Plus feeding trough is like a feeding trough, but it's got another there we go. You can tell it to feed only certain dinosaurs. Say if you wanted a feeding trough that only otters can eat from, so you can put all the fish in it, and your other dinosaurs won't eat all the fish out of it because all your carnivores will eat every single little bit of fish out of your feeding trough before they'll touch the regular meat. And then your otters and your other fish eaters will starve to death. Well, this allows you to say, okay, well, I only want my otters. I only want my fish eaters to eat from this particular trough. And you can make an exclusive feeding trough just for your fish eaters, and none of your carnivores can eat from that feeding trough. So it pretty much saves you from having to constantly be going and getting fish and filling the fish in the trough, because every single carnivore within range won't be eating it up anymore. It'll be safe. Actually, that reminds me, I should take a look, see how its fish levels are. Oh, good thing I did, because it's out of fish. I should probably build myself another one and do what I was just talking about. This is another thing, the remote inventory management system. Boom. That was me using the pull from cloud feature, where you just say, okay, I want to get, let's say I want to put cooked prime fish meat. Click on the cook prime fish meat, tells you every single inventory nearby that's got within range has that particular item in there, and you can punch in how much you want to pull from it. Like say I want to pull 8 prime fish meat. I could do that. Click pull, and it'll pull from that inventory into this one, which is again a nice little handy feature. Really reduces the amount of footwork and the workload by a lot. Okay, so the Amarberry, or not the Amarberry, the focal chilies should be done by now. So, okay, we got the focal chilies. You go to crafted food. You go to the exceptional kibble. And we want to make 26 exceptional kibbles. And then we pull it in, and it pulls in from every inventory round to finish filling in how much, it would need to create 26 exceptional kibbles. And it then commences with the crafting. Now that's on everything that you can use, any crafting item, like say this Rex saddle. I can go up here and I say I want to make 1. Well, then it tells me I don't have enough resources available in my inventories to craft it, and it tells me the amount. So I have to go out and say, okay, all right, I'm short on hide, and I'm short on fiber. So I have to run out and get more fiber and more hides. And that's also very nice too. It actually lets you and alerts you that you don't have enough materials and what you need to do to get them. All right, let's see what else we got with S Plus we can talk about. And it's got its own different turrets. It's got some other items I haven't really messed with yet, like Autocrafter I've never messed with. I never messed with the Vivarium, because the Vivarium's kind of pointless because of another mod we have. So I'm not even gonna bother. Planetary Shield I'm never messed with. Let's see what other. Drone Terminal, never messed with them either, or the Crystal Crackers, or the that's a die making machine. Let's see what else. Got the Industrial Cooker, went through that. Gotcha. Gavager. I don't have any gotchas, so I haven't been able to experiment with that yet. But according to this, they don't, the gotchas aren't saddened by being close to other ones, so it kind of like destroys the whole entire sadness and happiness a mechanic that they got. Where the way the gotchas worked, if you're not familiar with it, is you put a breeding pair together, and there can't be any other gotchas around them in order for them to be happy. If you bring other gotchas nearby, within visual range, I think it is, they get jealous of each other. They get angry with each other, and then their mood decreases. So you gotta basically, if you want more than 2, you're gonna have to place them in completely varying different areas of your bases to keep them happy, and it's an interesting system to try to reduce the amount you got around. The S Plus Industrial Forge, it works the same as your regular Industrial Forge, except for it doesn't use fuel. Like everybody pretty much is familiar with S Plus, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. Readable signs. It's a mod that Mama Jane wanted on the server. It gives you signs that are a little bit more readable. You don't have that funky paintbrush font You know, it's just a regular, standard, readable font, and the signs can be pretty much placed anywhere that you want, even out in the middle of an empty space. It'll just float. But that's readable signs. It comes in wood and metal varieties. And then I'm going to move on to the next mod. The mod that you've seen pop up on the upper part of the screen every once in a while that broadcasts a rare dino. It's called Rare Sightings. Now, Rare Sightings is actually really nice. You can get some pretty interesting things. Let's see if I can find any rare sightings that I own that are interesting. I don't think I really do have one. Oh, yeah, I do. Gotta find it. I think it's up on my Sabertooth's box. Give me a second here while I find it. Sabertooths, there they are. Sabertooths. I have... There it is. I think that's it. It was a rare golden quilled Sabertooth. Is this one it? No, that is a chocolate Sabertooth. Never mind. But, okay, I'll go over this really quick. Like I said chocolate Sabertooth. What it is this dinosaur, it was a level 180. Rare sightings give you a dinosaur whose level was greater than the level cap. And what this, it gives you a dinosaur that's greater than the level cap that's currently on the server. Our level cap for dinosaurs is 150 standard, official level caps and everything. And rare sightings can allow you to get a dinosaur that exceeds that particular cap. It also can come with special color schemes, which might not be normal for the dinosaur to even have. Like I said, this one's chocolate, so it's browns. It's like your lighter browns, your not really lighter browns, you're more your darker chocolatey browns. Then you can also get cosmetic buffs, and I think it was a female. Let's see. Bread. This one? No, it's got to be around here somewhere. It's golden. Here it is. A golden quilled Sabertooth. And by quilled, you'll see in a second, its mane is spines. They're like hedgehog or porcupine quills. And it gives... let me grab a Sabertooth saddle out of my saddle bin here. Alright. Now I'll hop on. You can see the buff in the upper left-hand corner there. There's a little teeny tiny little icon next to the health icon. And that particular, it gives you a bleeding effect. If you come close to an enemy and you brush up against it, or it attacks, or whatever, it gets a bleeding damage done to it because of the spines and the quills. But the rare sightings has all sorts of different visual buffs that creatures get, and it's a very, very nice mod. It makes the game a little bit more enjoyable because you get these nice little nifty little neat dinosaurs out there that are completely off the wall. Like you can get things like, say, a gilled parasaur, so you can take the parasaur underwater and it doesn't breathe oxygen. So it's neat. They got all kinds of little nifty little things like that. Like the woman that runs the server, she's got a antlered Dilophosaurus, and this Dilophosaurus has deer antler on its head. She also has another dinosaur that has It's called a lanterned Dilophosaur. This is another thing that comes out of rare sighting. It's a Dilophosaur with an angler proboscis coming off its head. No, not really proboscis, but antennae with the little light. Then it lights up, man. Little nifty little things like that. I don't think she's got any of them out so we can see them, but you get weird things like that, and they're all, all the dinosaurs can get these weird different things. Oh, I forgot. This is one I want to show you guys. This is called a mythical rare. See if I can find it. I'm not sure which box I threw it in, but I've got a Phiomia that is called. Oh, where is it? Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. This might be it right here. Yep, here it is. This is the Phiomia. Now, this is a called a mythical rare from Rare Sightings. It is a obsidian Phiomia. And if you see, it's all nice, shiny, black, like a piece of obsidian. It's like carved obsidian. Now, this is the neat thing about this thing. I'm going to throw in some stimberries here. Stimberry. I'm going to pull in those 16 off Mimosa. There we go. Take that rotten meat out of there. Get out of there. There we go. Now, I'm going to feed those stimberries. And it poops out obsidian. It poops obsidian. It doesn't poop, it poops obsidian. It's like a golden goose, but instead of laying golden eggs, it poops out obsidian. And mythic rares are super, super, super rare. Saw that thing come up, and I'm like, oh, gotta have it. Because it's so rare. And the coordinates will pop up periodically at the top of the screen. And you get those updates by making a radio. This is just your regular plain old vanilla radio, and putting it in the 9th slot of your hotbar. That'll give you updates where these, the rough coordinates of where these rare sightings are, and then you can go out and hunt them down. Or you could put it in the 8th slot, and the 8th slot will tell you how many rare sightings are up on a server at any given time. So, if you really want to know everything that's going on with the rare sightings, you can make 2 radios, put one in your 9th slot and one in your 8th slot, and you'll know exactly how many are out and where a random one is in any, at the time when these updates are given out. Ooh, I'm almost out of food. Eat some cooked lamb chops real quick. There we go. So, okay, we'll move on to covering the next mod. This one's a pretty easy one to cover. It's called the Tombstone. If you're not familiar with the Tombstone mod, see, we just got a rare blue parasaur at 5525, the Western Approach. We go out to those coordinates, and we can see if we can find it. I'll just put that down here right now, 5525. And we got another thing with the crested dodo. So 5525, and we got 6085. Got 2 coordinates for 2 different rare sightings up, and we'll go and we'll take a look at them. And I can cover the Tombstone mod too while we're at it. So I am going to... I don't have my transfer gun on me, do I? No, I don't. Let me go into my base, grab my transfer gun tool. Here it is. I'm just gonna transfer everything off my Argent into a storage container. There we go. And we'll know why in a second here. Got too much stuff. There we go. And we'll take off I gotta take off my brain augmentation. We'll get into that in a second too. Alright, and I'm going to store it. We'll get into that mod too in a little bit. And this is what we can do with the tombstone mod. I just killed myself. I'll go over here to this bed over here, which is at 60, and then we just go over to 25, and we can take a look at that one rare sighting that popped up. Respawn at that bed I have over there. No, what? Killing myself? But it's to show you this. Oh, the Argent? Nah, the Argent's still alive. I still have all my equipment in my inventory. When you die with the Tombstone mod, it allows you to recover your inventory upon respawn. Now, let's bring back out my Argent. I'm going to throw that back on there. Actually, no, I'll go over this one really quick since I'm in the process of setting it up. This is called the AI Tweaker Implant mod. It's this little chip here. It's called the Brain Augmentation. It allows you to distribute another pool of stat points into stamina, food, weight, oxygen, torpidity, and speed. Which is very nice. It allows us to not have to get dinosaur overhaul mods like the classic flyers. We don't have to worry about, doing that kind of stuff. This is still a vanilla, everyday Argentavis, and we can level up its speed again. So, just nice. So we don't have to worry about issues with mod conflicts or things that don't work with classic flyers and things like that. So let's see. We're heading towards 6025 to see a rare sighting. So, as we can hear, we got the alarm going off again. We're going to leave that enabled because it'll help us find the rare sighting. Because like I said, they can range from anywhere from 150 to 180. So let's find that, see if we can't find that parasaur. I do believe it was a blue parasaur we're looking for. It could be anywhere. Probably up here, though. Hear the little alarm going off. Where are you, blue parasaur? Hopefully it didn't like run into the hunt. We're no longer getting the audio alarm, so there we go. Now we're getting it back again. At least I thought I got the coordinates right. 6025, I believe. Oh no, 5525. Okay, so we're a little bit too far north. Or no, south, sorry. We gotta go north. And we'll see if we can't find that special rare parasaur. Okay, come on. And of course, it's got to be inside of a thick wooded area. See, now you can see what the ocular implant can allow us to do. It allows us to see the outlines of these dinosaurs that are in these dense, thick trees and brush and behind stones. It's still a little difficult to view them, but well, he went all the way through here and didn't hear the alarm go off for it. 5525. Just yeah, 5525, the western approach. It's around in here somewhere. Come on. Okay, we're at... Oh, gotta go out this way more. Oh, this parasaur's gotta be around here somewhere. We're no longer anywhere near those coordinates. We want to go east more. Or pick it up another 150. Hello! Where is that? Okay, we're going too far south. We're now at 57.922. Alright, let's continuing going east. Okay, we're 24. Oh, these trees are so thick. Okay, we're at 25. Well, it's gotta be around here somewhere. Helloagain.com. Alright, well, we got our alarm going off here. It's gotta be nearby. Oh, there it is. Right down there. Now, rare sightings have these little blue sparklies around it. Yeah, if you play on Steam, you can join in on the server. It's open to everybody. The server information is in the upper right-hand corner. Oh, it's a level 180. This is a level 180 blue parasaur. And you can get this when rare sightings. You can either A, you can tame them, or B, you can kill them. And when you kill them, you get extra different items that you normally wouldn't get. Like we got an Ascendant fabricated pistol blueprint. We got looks like we got some woolly rhino horns. We got some sulfur and some other various different items. Oh, and even some journeyman ghillie boots from killing the parasaur. So rare sightings also, when you kill them, you get an experience buff for a few minutes. You get a double experience and a 20% boost to melee damage and stamina, which is, it's nice. Okay, so we covered the rare sightings mod. We covered Tombstone. Covered the AI tweaker implant. Let's see, the next mod on the list of that we've got is Eco's mods. Now, Eco is a modder which adds in nice little things for role players or people that want to have a little bit more decorational items to their base. You know, I gotta head back to my base to do this one. Let's see. Let's take off the implant. Always want to make sure when you're going to store your dinosaur inside of a storage unit, you're going to want to take off the brain augment from the AI tweaker mod, because what that'll do if you don't, it will delete that particular implant. You got to make a new one and re-equip it onto your dinosaur again, and you just got to keep making them over and over again. So just take a few moments to just remove it, and you don't have to worry about that. And you can just release it, throw it back on, and do it all over again. Okay, we're back here at the base. Now we're going to be talking about eco mods. Now, eco mods adds things like this lovely little corner of my house. This is stuff off of the RPA Decor. It's a little kitchen cooker. with a little soup pot and other things like that. And what this is, it's a meat storage and cooking unit. It'll preserve your meats and your things that spoil, and it preserves them. Not as good as a refrigerator, but good enough. Refrigerators are better, but you can store up to 200 units of stuff in it, which is amazing. That's double what a refrigerator can hold. I like having these around because they look nice. I mean, it adds a nice little homey touch to a kitchen area. You got like this nice little hanging pans, things like that. This little pot that's hanging over it, it's a cooking pot. Now, this is just like a regular tripod cooker. You can craft your foods in it. You can craft your veggie cakes in it. Works just like your little tripod cooker. Then over here you got a dye mixer. And this thing makes dyes. And the nice thing about this is you don't have to add water to it. And you just throw the berries in it and it converts it into dye. This is another little thing where you can make some special food items and stuff exclusively from Eco's mods. You know, little bacon that you can eat, blueberries that you can eat, more bacon. Gotta have more bacon. Bacon's good. Flour, grapes, greens, oil, things like that. You can come over here and recipe station. You can make more little food items from using items from that mixing bowl, like baked potatoes and pie and scones and all sorts of interesting little food items. And you can also make little fake medicinal teas, just so you can say, "Oh, I'm feeling my stomach's bothering me, so I'm going to make myself some ginger tea or something, for your character. It's role play stuff." It also adds this nice little sink, which acts like a tap, but it looks nicer than a tap. And you can throw in your water skins, your water jars, your canteens to fill it up, just like you could with a tap. And it pretty much renders a tap pointless because it looks nice and looks nice in a kitchen instead of just having a tap on the wall or whatever, just pouring water on the ground. Then it comes with the water bucket. Now, this water bucket is awesome. It allows you to put down a source of water wherever, and you could and put pipes to it or whatever you want, and it will irrigate those particular pipes. So I got a bucket here that's watering my industrial cooker. It's also, in order to get the sink to work, you need to have a bucket underneath it, and then the sink snaps to the bucket. Also, my whole entire irrigation system for my greenhouse is also powered by a bucket. Here, let me get up on top of my my roof, and I'll jump over to the top of the greenhouse, and you can see the bucket a little bit easier. See down there, I got my flag sitting in it. Oh, I fell off. But, alright, we'll just jump up. See, it's got the bucket right there. Yeah, I got all my pipes snapped to it. That's what's powering all my irrigation inside of this this base. It's like an infinite water supply. And you can snap it down wherever you want. I even got one on the roof of my house, powering the irrigation systems for my explants. See, I got another one right up here. That's powering these two taps and is watering my explants. Now, the only thing that doesn't work from using the bucket as a water source is these S Plus beer barrels. They actually need to have a tap hooked to their water system to work. So I've got the water draw line, the water metal intake going in, and that's the only way they will work and function. So you can't really use the EcoMod bucket to do that. And then also these nice flags here, they're also from Eco Mods. They just look a lot, you know, sinister than the regular vanilla flags. Like up there on the top of my the wall there. Doesn't have the nice skull or the chains and stuff like that. The manacles. Also, Eco Mods has got all kinds of different nifty things. Let's see, bathroom decor. You can throw in a toilet if you wanted to, showers and bathtubs. Let's see, decorative. You got like all sorts of little decorative items that you can place everywhere. Other people on the server have gone out and done more of the decorational stuffs on their bases, but I haven't really done it. All I've done, like I said, is I've done this little kitchen area. I got a little herb drying rack and hanging pots and pans and things like that. And make it look like more like an actual little kitchen area instead of some kind of cold, sterilized industrial kitchen. Okay. But that's pretty much Eco Mods in a nutshell. There's also garden decor that we added on. This allows you to put things like different little nifty little fences everywhere, little cutesy fences, hedgerows, fountains. If you know, you got planters, so you put like pots and topiaries around your yard, and window boxes for flowers and things like that. And so that's pretty much them. That's pretty much it for Eco Mods. It's just a lot of decorational items. Now we're gonna move on to the other mod we got on the server. It's Dino Storage version 2. You see me use this a little bit here and there. This particular paint gun, paintball gun, is from the Dino Storage mod, and this allows me to pick up dinosaurs that are at a distance. Let's see, I think he's got a few things in his inventory. Yeah, he's got a chip too. I don't want to ball him up and lose my chip, but you see me use it. It shoots out what's called a soul trap, and it condenses the dinosaur into this little pokeball type doohickey, and and then you can go and say, Bloody Snow, I choose you. Okay. And you got, and I released my bird, and now I can either use the soul gun to store it like I've been doing, or I can always grab an empty soul trap, walk up to it, and trap it that way. Actually, I'm gonna release it again. And the Dino Storage mod does a lot of really nifty things. Like I said, you could use the soul orb to essentially what they're for. This is Dino Storage mod. It allows you to clean up your dinosaurs in your yard so you don't have so many dinosaurs all over the place. You don't have to have huge sprawling bases to store and protect all your dinos. You can just ball them up, put them into a container, and they're safe. You can also look up all the different stats on the dinosaur, like the one I'm mousing over right now. Give me a second. My wife wants my attention. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, like I was saying, you can look at the stats. I mean, you can see where the source is. It's an actual vanilla Argent. And you can see its class, its maturity. You can see its stance, who trapped it, what tribe it belongs to, if it was bred, and what it was bred out to. Now, this is the base level of the dinosaur, what it came out as. See, if I was to ball up my Argent again. See, he is a level 270 right now, but he bred out at 207. So you always see what his base level is. Then you come down to your colors, and it'll tell you each region and what color code each region has, so you can tell, you know, what color schemes your dinosaur has, and it tell you its health, its stamina, and all that other fun stuff. It even gives you the point value, base on the left, and then leveled on the right, and how many points you've put into it, and who it was imprinted by. Another nice thing about the soul storage is you've got soul terminals. Now, these things are nifty, all-purpose type things, and you can put your dinosaurs in them. And this one is actually made for, I got set for fertilizer generation, and you can actually have your dinosaurs create poop inside the inventory. They'll still act like they're pooping and everything else, and then the dung beetles will process that dung into fertilizer, and then the soul terminal also distributes the fertilizer into nearby crop plots. Very handy. Another thing that they can do is if you can each one of these boxes can do something different. Like I got right here, Achatina paste. This one just has two snails in it, and they just sit there and they produce the Achatina paste and their organic polymer. Then I got wool. These sheep will in here will passively produce wool as if they were being sheared constantly, and I've had these sheep in here for a very long time. And so, as you can see, I've got so much wool I could probably outfit an entire server with fur gear for eternity. And then you got my egging box. I have this one set up where the dinosaurs inside will passively produce the eggs, just like they would in the wild. You still get the bonus from having an oviraptor in there. It produces, it speeds up egg production. You do need to have a breeding pair of dinosaurs inside of this box in order to have the eggs produced. As you can see, I've got one Archaeopteryx in there, and there's absolutely no Archaeopteryx eggs in here because I do not have a mating pair inside of this box. So I'll never get any Archaeopteryx eggs until I get a male Archaeopteryx and put it inside of this box. What else is there to cover for? And this is another thing that the soul terminals can do. See, you can go in here and you can go to options. You can actually toggle between different meshes to suit your style that you want around in your base. I've been going with the vault look because I like the vault look. You can also toggle public soul transfers so people can actually transfer dinosaurs from their inventories to this one, and it allows people to just be able to transfer things over easier without having to carry every single soul on them. This allows them to just pull things in remotely, and I got it off because I don't want to have public soul transfers in this terminal. This is the automation things. I was going over some of this stuff, like toggle newborn trapping. I got that set up out in my hatchery, and when a new dinosaur is born or it is hatched from an egg, it will pick them up and claim them for you. This is something that S Plus doesn't even do. This is something that the Soul Terminal does. It'll pick up the dinosaur when you release it. It's yours. You own it. You're imprinted on it, and everything else. Then the nanny will pick up and continue on. Then you got the Toggleized Fertilized Egg Collection. Again, I got that enabled over in my Soul Terminal in my hatchery. Whenever a dinosaur lays an egg that is fertilized, the Soul Terminal will pick it up, and it will incubate the egg like an S Plus hatchery. Which, I'll look over here and I'll see if I got any eggs in there right now. Rex's tail's getting too big. Yeah, I got this here fertilized Argentavis egg in here that's ready to be hatched. It was laid by this Ebon Argent, which was rare sighting. It's all like dark colors, supposed to be like black, and my fruity bird there. But now I'll display this one. This egg's ready to hatch because it was incubating inside of the Soul Terminal. I'll toss that down, and it's incubating. So once that finally hatches, you'll see what the Soul Terminal does with the newborn trapping enabled. As soon as that timer hits 0, the egg will hatch, and the what they'll do is the Soul Terminal will pick it up, and it'll what's called, like to phrase it as ball it. It'll ball it up for you inside the Soul Terminal, and then when you're ready to raise it, you just lay it, you just go and release it and do what we need to. Another bird that didn't quite have the color scheme that me and another player that I'm breeding these for wanted. It ended up not getting. He wanted to have the bird. He wanted it to get the fuchsia color from this bird mixed with the blacks from that bird. So all the other colors is, the green and the yellows are gone and replaced with black. You wanted it just black and fuchsia, and it's not quite working out too well. But we'll set it down. Boom, and there we go. The bird is out, and I'm going to switch it over to passive. I don't want it walking around. And the bird is imprinted by me. And that's how basically the newborn trapping works. In order to do the newborn trapping, however, you need to make sure you have soul traps in the inventory of the terminal. Because if you don't, it won't be able to pick up the dinosaur babies that are born. Thank you for following. So, and we got I got 2 megatheriums born, and I got my Giga hatched before the stream started. I gotta put that out and let that race up. And I got a bunch of Rexes, and we went and did the dragon boss fight last night, Dragon Alpha, and I went in with 13 Tech Rexes, and I only left with 2. It was, but we won. We beat it, and we managed to get everything unlocked. But now I gotta replenish my raid dinosaurs. So let's see. I think that pretty much covers everything with the Dino Storage mod. It's very handy. It's like these cryopods, but better. It was what the cryopods were basically based off of when Wildcard added the cryopods. They were kind of hoping to add in the feature of Dino Storage, but Dino Surge still does it better. You don't get the cryo sickness. You don't get the decay on the dinosaurs. There's no decay or none of that. You don't need no Dino Soul fridges or none of that nonsense. You just get these really nice little spiffy Oh, there is one thing I did forget about the Soul Terminals. They also can act like tribute terminals. So they can be like transmitters. You can upload dinos to the cloud, which you can download at a terminal on another map in your cluster. You can also upload items into it, which is one thing that we like to take advantage of. We'll go out and, like, say, we go out to collect metals and everything, and instead of taking back load after load after load after we get the your dinosaur filled up, or have a box on standby, or have to have like a mining station like right there where you're mining metal to smelt it all, you could throw all that metal into the Soul Terminal, pick the Soul Terminal up, go home, pop it open, the Soul Terminal open, download all your metal, and then throw it in your smelter at home. And you can just basically never have to leave your metal mining area, and you can just keep farming that all day, and then go home at the end of the day, and then finally unload everything. And you don't have to worry about having a Quetzal to ferry your haul home, or none of that. It's just upload it and then go home, pull it down, and then smelt it. It's so much faster, less headaches. You don't have to worry about all that fun stuff. It's nice. It's very nice. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next mod on the list that we have on this server. We have let's see, we already talked about eco mods because we got Eco Trees Light. I guess we'll just do that quick. Eco Trees Light allows you to add things like trees and special trees and stuff. I think Jane's got one of the special trees outside of her base. So let's go. I'm gonna fly over to her base real quick and show you like one of the trees that she's got up, so you guys can see what kind of offerings Eco Trees adds. Here, I'm gonna throw a brag augmentation on my bird real quick. Gotta let it boot up, and then once it boots up, we'll pump all the stat points into speed, so we can just go and speed over to her base. Lickety split. Oh, right. Wrong button. Okay, 63. Put 63 points into speed, so this bird is going to start hauling much faster than a regular Argentavis. And like I said, and it completely bypasses the point of even trying to get classic flyers, and it still gives you all the points that you would normally get to put in whatever stat you want. Like, say you wanted to make a melee bird, you can make a melee bird. You can make a hauling bird by pumping the weight, or you can make, a tank bird or whatever you want, and then still have points to just pump into speed to really fly, or pump into stamina to make it last forever. Okay, so did she pick her tree up? Oh, no, there's one. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the night vision on the ocular implant. No, I didn't want that. I wanted that one. Okay. Boom. As you can see, it's a red maple, maybe, or something around that line. Tree. I don't know. Yeah, Japanese maple. Tall. And that's from the Eco Trees mod. It just gives you nice little decorational trees that you can place down in your yard. So that's basically Eco Trees. Just decorational trees. Okay, now the next mod on this server is Platforms Plus Long-Term Support. This is actually based off of the source code for Platforms Plus. And from what I understand, the original Platforms Plus got a little broken when the Homestead update came out. And since the original author of Platforms Plus, S Plus, and all those mods pretty much retired, he gave the source code out for everybody to use to do what they need to do with. And this mod author went and fixed the Platforms Plus mod. And the Platforms Plus mod... Ooh, we got thylacoleos and all sorts of things out here. Platforms Plus... I'm going to have to go over to my another player's base. He's taken a lot of advantage of using the Platform Plus mod. His whole entire base is pretty much done with it, and it's a very nicely done base. Let's go over here. He's all the way over here by that pond out here in the redwoods. Yeah, keep an eye out for them thylacoleos. Don't feel like getting jumped. Oh, okay, good. That wasn't a thylacoleo. It was the argent behind the tree. The nice thing about this ocular implant, you can kind of see where the thylacoleos are and what trees because of the whole entire outlining feature. So it makes flying in the redwoods a little bit safer if you're, paying attention. So you know which tree's harboring a thylacoleo behind it. For the most part, sometimes, it's not 100% forthright in its its ability to warn you. But here we go. This is the other player's base I was talking about. He's using the Platforms Plus mod quite well. He's got a fence. Oh, here, let me turn up the gamma. You probably don't see nothing. There we go. Boom. It should be very visible now on the screen. He's got fences that's they got snap points all along the outside edge of the of his base, of this platform. So you can actually snap fences. You can snap walls, like he's did greenhouse walls. And he's got them all snapped along here. And then he's got the special some of the other special little doohickeys. They got glass wedges and stuff like that, so you can make ceilings on it, and they all go right up into the tree. And it's a really, really pretty thing to do. This whole entire way he's got it set up, it looks really nice. He's got little chandeliers in it from eco mods and everything else. This looks very, very, very snazzy. That's basically what Platforms Plus allows you to do. There's various different styles of platform. They've got like tech, glass, wood, stone, all sorts of other, nifty little giant tree platforms, cliff platforms even. All with snap points and other various little parts to add onto it. So that's basically it for the Platforms Plus mod. Let's go on with mods, and then we got the next one. And it's called Marnie Mods Horses. And it adds a whole slew of new different types of horses, like that one. And that one adds horses, not the Equus. Oh no, the gold Fiomia left the Ark. Oh boo. But yeah, it adds, nice, pretty horses. And it's creature mod. It adds in, I think like 7 or 8 different horses. All based off of horses in real life. Actually, I'm going to go back over to that. I'm going to I gotta land someplace safe and remove the implant off my bird, and then store it so I can go back to my base and I can cover the next mod. Let's see, just want to make sure I got that implant off of it. Yep. Okay. And the suicide command that I'm punching in, everybody can use that. That's available for everybody. So creating a death porting network is an easy way of getting around the island pretty quick. I still like to do it the old-fashioned way of flying around everywhere, but a lot of people have beds set up at other people's bases so they can just easily die and be drifted away to their their person's base easier, so they don't have to fly halfway across the map or across the entire map. I've only done it on I think one base, and so it's easier for me to get to because it is halfway across the map. But for the most part, I still travel by bird or by dino. Okay, so the next mod. Now the next mod actually can get pretty complicated. I've been using it rather simplistically, and that mod is the Dino Patrol System. The Dino Patrol System is actually pretty nifty mod if you really want to take the time to create intricate patrol routes. I just use it mostly as an anchor. Like, here's a way. This is it's one of the waypoints. This is actually the starting location for one of my patrol routes. I've got 4 of them, I don't know, 5 of them set up, and I actually use them as anchor points for my guard dogs. They're not really dogs. They're not dogs. They're thylacoleos. My guard thylas. And I got one for each thylacoleo. And what it does is, once they're done wanting to murder whatever comes within this red circle, which is the vanilla dino leash, they will return back to this waypoint until something else enters into their aggro range. See, they're just watching that Therizino. They're like, yeah, just come in this circle. Yeah, we're looking at you, bud. You step 1 foot in here, you're dead. And they will just rip that Therizino to shreds. Here, let's go. I'm gonna get an arrow. I'm gonna lure that thylacoleo, that Therizino in here. And we're just going to watch that thing get mutilated by those thylacoleos. There we go. All right, let's break out the crossbow, and I'm gonna peg that Therizino there. Come on in. Hey, thylacoleos. just ripped it to shreds, and since, like I said, as soon as something enters that red circle, they're dead. And then when they're done and they got nothing that they're aggroed to, they'll return back to the waypoint and await further intrusion into this red circle. What we could even do is we can even set up patrol routes, like I said. I'm going to... I think I got some flags in here for the patrol routes in here. Yep, here we go. I got 9 of them. Let's see. I'm going to grab... the saber-tooth. Yeah, let's do a saber-tooth. I'm going to show you guys how this works a little bit. I'm still kind of a novice at it, but I will try my best. And I'm going to add a waypoint. Add another waypoint. And I'm going to add another one. And I'm going to add another one. And then when you're done with setting up all this, and you want to set up a dinosaur, you want to get a route certificate. Then put down your dinosaur. Go into its inventory. You throw the route certificate into its inventory. And then you click on it, and it assigns that dinosaur to this route. And then we go into Dino Patrol. I want to do loop the route. No, I think I'll just do looping. Normal movement. Start patrolling. And it will go and walk through all these waypoints. And then it should loop back to the original. Yep, and it'll go back to the original. And you can actually set these up for quite some distances, and the dinosaur will follow these paths. You can even set up each, like certain ones, like say I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to let's do behavior. I'm going to set a pause timer for 10 seconds. So once that dinosaur reaches this waypoint, it'll sit there and wait for 10 seconds. And then it'll continue walking again. So if you really wanted to, you could set up like a... well, what I'm going to be doing eventually is I'm going to set up a patrol route where the dinosaur is like a bus. I'm going to set up a Diplodocus with an escort that'll go around the island to everybody's bases like a bus. Just because I can, you know. But that's basically what the Dino Patrol does. Allows you to set up patrol routes so you can have guards patrolling your base, making sure that, you know, there ain't no holes in your security system there. It just alright. Let's get up here. I'm gonna remove it from the route. Stop patrolling. And then remove from the route. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. It's no longer on that route. And run over here. And I'm gonna pick this up, and then it'll just completely eliminate all the other waypoints. No, so that thing no longer exists. And I still have the route in my inventory, so I'm just gonna toss it. Don't need it no more. It's gone. So we're gonna ball this up. So that's pretty much it for Dino Patrol. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. Like I said, I'm kind of a novice at it. Okay, the next one I'm gonna be showing that we got on the server. I gotta find a ladder that I can actually climb up. It looks like I can climb up this one. Alright, still. Alright. And it is called Map Extension Water Blocks. Now, this is a really neat one. This is what it is. They are blocks that are water. It is water blocks. And you can place water dinosaurs in it. And you can place these down anywhere. They act exactly like water. You can drink from them. You can swim in them. You actually deplete your oxygen in them, just like water. You can place your water dinosaurs in them. Like, I got this anglerfish up here, and it's pretty much my light source for my entire base. I really don't need any other light in this base because of that anglerfish. Yeah, that's basically the water blocks. You can just place water wherever you want, and it, for all intents and purposes, it is water. There's one little graphical glitch right here in this particular section, but don't know why that occurred, but it occurred. But yep. So I've got a little bit of ocean, a little bit of water up above my hatchery, and I use that for raising my water dinos. Oh, that's a smoky crested dodo. I should have went and showed you guys that one. That's another cosmetic mutation, cosmetic buff. Basically, that dodo will have a mohawk. It'll have like a crest from a quetzal on its head. Which on certain dinosaurs looks really ridiculous, if you ask me. Like I think I got a crested lystro. Let me see. I can pull that up and I can show you what the crested looks like. Where is my lystros? I think I got them upstairs in the egging bin. It's Moss Chop. Where are my lystros? Lystros. Thought I had lystros. Oh, why? Yeah, here we go. That's not it. That's not it. I think this one might be it. I think. No, that was not it. That was not the lystro I was looking for. Or was it a moss chop? Wild 150, wild 140, wild 155. That's it. Because it was 5 levels over cap. So that was a rare sighting. There it is. This was a yellow crested lystro. It's got a little mohawk. Another little fun thing with the the rare sightings mod. And then the final mod on the server is the equalized dino levels mod. And that mod, what it does, is something I can't really show you, is it increases the chance of dinosaurs spawning at every level increment in the game. Normally, the vanilla game, it weighs lower level dinosaurs to spawn in higher than a higher level dino. And so what it does is it evens the bar for every level to be able to spawn in equally. So you'll get more higher level dinosaurs showing up on the server. It's not always constantly like, oh, I'm constantly finding nothing but level 30s out there in the wild. It'll add more randomization to the levels. It kind of, in a way, you're not always constantly going to be finding like level 20s and 30s out in the wild. It'll be more, you'll be seeing more 75s or 150s out in the wild. You'll be finding more high levels about as frequently as you will find low levels. It's an equalized dispersion of levels. And it's something I really can't showcase as much and as well as I could with all the others, because it doesn't add any real physical or tangible items to the server. It just makes it where you're not constantly having to hunt for high levels nearly as much as as you do normally. It makes higher levels a little bit more populated than what they normally were. So yeah, that's basically all the mods that we have on this server. And now we can go out and have some fun. Got all kinds of nifty things on this server. Been busting my butt off. Got Mr. Otto J. Otterton Esquire. He's my faithful otter friend. He's more of a clan and tribe member. He does more in this tribe than this person does. This person doesn't do diddly squat. He's nothing more than just a hair factory and blood factory for me. It doesn't do anything. Was I actually damaging him? No, I wasn't. Friendly fire is still enabled. Okay, good. And then I got Mr. Otto J. Otterton Esquire. He's my pal. Me and him, we go on adventures together all the time. I wish there was a way we could get rid of that dino leash red aura. It's super annoying. I don't really need my otter pal. He can stay right there for now. Got my Mosa. Nice dark blue. One of the people on the server, they came across a all white Mosa. We've got the archaeology event running on the server to get the fossil piles and stuff. I don't really need any more bones, so I'm just been looking for the red aura piles, which give out items. And it also adds in unique colors to the dinosaurs, like every other event on Ark does. All right, so let's go and try to find that that crested dodo. Let's boot up that chip. Man, boot up. This is the longest part about that mod. It's the chip. Oh, there is one other mod I did forget to mention, and it's mostly only on because of the brain augmentation chip, and that's the capitalism mod. Because the author of capitalism mod and the AI tweaker mod, they has the capitalism mod as his core mod for all of his mods, and all of his mods make calls to that mod. So if you're going to install any of his mods, you're going to need the capitalism mod. But for the most part, we have the capitalism mod disabled with its offerings. So we've got it where the only thing we're getting off of it is the ability for the AI tweaker mod to function, and the core components of capitalism mod doesn't show up on the server. We might enable it later on in a later date, but for now it's not something we're thinking about at the moment. But it's there for the AI tweaker mod. So this, again, it's another mod I really can't showcase because we're not really using it fully. We're just using it because it's a prerequisite for the AI tweaker. So 6085, the Southeast Shores. So we're going to want to go this way. I think I know where it is. It's on this beach over here. We're going to find this little dodo. Yeah, I'm getting a little... It was supposed to be at 6085, so I'm a little too far south. We're going to slow down because we can come across it at any point. Gotta look for the little blue sparklies. That helps us pick it out of the crowd. Sometimes, though, there's certain dinosaurs where you won't see the Ooh, let's go this way a little bit more. I got an Ichthyornis following me. Yes, I do. Ah, take that Ichthyornis. It's not always directly at the coordinates that the rare sightings mod will post it as, because it's just a rough coordinate. It's within 5 units from where it's been reported at. So it's anywhere around here. So it's probably around in here, because I can hear the alarm going off for it. So it's got to be around here somewhere. There is a possibility where it could just be we're picking up another 150. Maybe it's down here. Maybe it's one of these dodos. Wasn't that one? Wasn't that one? I don't think it was this one either. No, not that one. Are you it? Nope, you're not it either. Ah, here it is. Got the little blue sparklies going on. This one's got twin crest. Look at that. That's funny looking. And it's level 170. We'll kill it. Got an Ascendant Metal pick and a Mastercraft Assault Rifle out of that. Nice. I think that's actually better than my pick. Yeah, it's better than my current pick. So I'm upgrading. I think that was all the rare sightings that were up on. Oh, no, we had another one that just popped up, didn't we? I think. So we took out the blue parasaur and we took out the crested dodo. There's a lot of work I still got to do on my base in particular. There's things I want to do that I haven't done yet. And this is another person's base over here. I wonder, we were trying to figure out what was going on with these spiked walls. They weren't doing damage like they were supposed to. I wonder if they fixed that. Yep, we fixed it. Yep. Oh, dear Lord. That's another thing with the water blocks, is it acts exactly like water. And did it kill the, yeah, it killed that Caprasuchus. Good. Good. Because, after we started the server, we forgot the line about the, passive, defensive, damage. Passive defense damage. So, like, your structures, like your spiked walls, they didn't work like they were supposed to. Too bad there wasn't any rare sighting alphas up. There's even rare sighting alphas that'll pop up. And these ones, when you kill them, you also get an alpha buff on top of the experience buff that you normally get. And the rare sighting alphas you can't tame. They're untamable, just like, you know, real alphas. Oh, finally, a dinosaur I was able to hit and not kill instantly. And we still have been getting slight rubber banding issues. We're looking into it. I think what it is that we need to burst, either not burst, but upgrade our server priority, or maybe even get some dedicated cores assigned to this particular server from the host. So we're looking at upgrading the server. We do plan on eventually going and getting additional maps added to the into a cluster. We're thinking about possibly, I think the first one we're thinking about doing is Scorched Earth, although there's some outcry of adding Extinction because our higher level players like myself and a couple others, they want Element really bad. I mean, really, really bad. And instead of doing storyline progression, they just want to go straight to Extinction so they can get easier Element than having to farm boss battles. But it's a wait and see. It's still a discussion that we're talking about. And seeing if we can't add in. I'd like to see it go story progression. Yes, I am streaming Ark. I'm on the server right now, streaming Ark. It's Bob is another player on the server. Thank you for joining in. I just got done going over all the mods that that we had on the server and what they do. There's also other little features that we got on the server too that aren't mods, they're plugins on the server. One of those features that we have is we got weekend rates, and they are automated. So as soon as midnight hits on Thursday night, early Friday morning, we hit 4x rates. We go from being 3x rates all the way up to 4x rates. And that will persist until midnight Sunday when they switch off and they go back to 3x rates. So we do weekend rates events. Also, we have another plugin that allows us to cordon off certain sections of the island map as building restricted zones where players can go gather resources, necessary starter dinos and things like that without having to worry about people going and building and blocking off spawns. The only area we have that has that particular protection on it at this moment in time is Herbivore Island. Herbivore Island is what we call a building exclusion zone. You cannot build structures here at all. This is it's like a preserve. So people could come here, they can tame cool tech parasaurs like this guy right here that you see in front of me. And, you can mine your metal, mine your stone. What we do suggest you do is you build a raft, like my raft here, the SS Minnow. I put a bed on it so I can easily teleport here. I should probably take it out of the building exclusion zone, plop down a soul terminal on it so I can use it as a as a node to transfer metal and what have you. But this whole entire area is untouched by building at all. You cannot place beds here. You can't place bedrolls. You can't place pillars, foundation, nothing. This place is completely pristine and is protected. And we were discussing about adding a few other locations, but for now, this is the only location that is protected, and that is so people can come here. They can tame parasaurs. They can tame stegos, branos, ankylosauruses, trikes. You know, everything that spawns on this island without worrying about block spawns. You can also get metal here, the stone, the wood, and not have to worry about these spawns being taken up by people's S plus feeding troughs or foundations. So nothing, no spawn is blocked on this island. It is completely untouched and wild, and will remain that way for the foreseeable future. And if you want to bring any structures to this island, it's via boat and raft. And that's, you know, a courtesy to everybody that starts out on this map. Another location we were thinking about was some of the mountaintops they have on the metal and obsidian nodes. It's usually a popular place that people like to set up little mining bases or whatever, and then they tend to block spawns. And we're discussing about possibly putting building exclusion zones around those mountaintops to protect the resource nodes there. So that's another nice little thing about this the server. We like to make sure that things are ran nicely and people can get what they need and resources aren't scarce, and you know, and the community is really good. Where everybody's remotely friendly, right? It's Bob. Everybody's remotely friendly. There's some cranks. There's some cranky people on the server. Myself sometimes included. Depends on my day I'm having. Right, it's Bob. Yeah, we do have a couple kids. Thankfully, they're well mannered for the most part, and most of the players though they're family people. So we have our kids playing on the servers as well. Like that one I was talking about, the layabout in my base, my other tribe member, that's my eldest son. So, yeah, we've got our family that plays. Jane got her granddaughter. She plays from time to time. Another member, he has his wife plays and his daughter plays, and so yeah, we got quite a few family members on the server. We're very family oriented, and we're trying to foster a great community here on this server. We're all very helpful, very nice. For the most part, you know, got a really nice community going on here, and you know, if you guys, you know, anybody out there wants to join in and wants to join a nice friendly community that's not toxic or, you know, yeah, we're very caring. We're sometimes, you know, we treat each other like family on the server. As you can see, been flying here for quite a bit without even landing this bird, and I'm gone around quite a big portion of the island, and that's all thanks to the that brain augmentation mod. I got my speed cranked up so I can just fly for days, just about, and well, not really fly for days. I mean, I still have the same stamina depletion, but it allows me to get further on. I get better gas mileage. We'll go with that. We'll just say I get better mileage for the fuel I've got in this bird. Another location, like when we're talking about building exclusions, I'm not sure if we can pull it off, but I think possibly even up at the volcano. The poop is gas. Right? We do have a few miscellaneous structures out and about we use for things. Like we got a Zerg, which is one of the players on this server. He built this platform up here so you can put your flyers on when we go to run that volcano cave, and it's supposed to protect you from your flyers from like raptors and stuff, which is, you know, it's a good idea, but you can always just ball up your flyer and, you know, go in. But oh, this is one thing I can showcase. Let's turn up the gamma in my. You can see. Nice thing is also on the server we have flying in caves enabled, so you can take your argents and what have you into artifact caves. Oh no, I got mega rabies. Darn it. I gotta get out of here. Oops. I was hoping I wouldn't have got it, but I got mega rabies. Oh boy. And then of course, you know, you get the nice little freezing when you transition between cave and outdoors. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna move that ship off my Argent. Move what to your base? And I'm gonna die here pretty soon. Oh, fly over to your base to show off your base to everybody on the stream. Yeah, just give me a second. Let me, let the mega rabies, so I'll just take care of it quicker. I'll just kill myself. Alright. So I'm gonna respawn back in at my bed that I got set up over there by that, that tower. I should have just got and dismounted my bird on top of that that flyer perch, and then no problem, it's Bob. There we go. Now I'm going to take you over to It's Bob's base. On the server, he's known as Phase. That's his character's name. And for some reason, it just got really dark. And like, see this mountain, we'd probably put a building exclusion around, possibly. We haven't decided if we really wanted to yet or not. This is a good place for crystal, obsidian, metal. And sometimes people build little refining bases on it, and then they block off a good radius of... That is a giga down there. 120. Woo. That's not a bad giga. Careful, It's Bob, if you go over to that mountain. There's a level 120 giga on it. I'm not 100% certain. I'd have to go back and take a look at it again. Do you want me to kite it over to your base? No. Okay, since he's got an angler up, I'm going to drop the gamma down. And this is It's Bob's base. And he's got a lot of dinosaurs down here. He's got a bunch of Argents going. No idea what he's doing here. He's kind of blocking off one of the entry points into the hidden lake. And he's got himself his own little fish tank above his greenhouse there. Then he's got his metal cube, which is his base. And he's got a little elevator that goes up to the roof. Which is pretty nifty. Yeah, so that's his base that he wanted me to show. Yeah, no problem. Then we got, I think there's two other players on this server that I haven't shown their bases. And that'd be over on the west coast, and the other one that is, well, actually I kind of flew by it. The other one that's kind of nearby my base to the would be the northeast of my base. But here I'm gonna go land. I'm gonna ball up my Argent. Move its implant. I'll go and I'll show off this one. This would be the base for Tulip's Dino Tamers. Not sure how to go about doing that. He's got his his soul terminal is showing the radius for dino pickup for newborns. So his base he's got a couple little buildings spread throughout here. He's got this little house here, a little quaint little house. And he's still got thatch roofs on that one. Then he's got like a little looks like a little dodo pen. Then you come over here and he's got his little greenhouse. Well, it's not really little. It's actually pretty massive. It's a two-tier greenhouse. And then he's got his little workshop over here. That's pretty much his base. And then he doesn't have... all he has spread throughout here for protection is some X-plants. But they don't really seem to stop everything. I spawned over here the other day, and I immediately got attacked by a raptor, and his X-plants didn't do diddly squat. I don't think he's got them set to kill raptors. And then he's got a dino leash down there for his water dinos, so they don't run off on him. He's had them run off on him several times. I'm going to remove this implant, and I'm going to call up my Argent again. And I'll go back to my... actually, no, I'm not going to go back to my base. I'm going to go to a sleeping bag over here next to the lava cave. Because the other person's base, which I kind of just flew over and didn't really show it off too much. I showed it off during the whole entire showcasing of the ocular implants enemy detection system. Alright, let's turn up the gamma. Let's throw an implant on here. Make it a little bit faster. There we go. And they're building around this whole entire little crater-like thing. And they got themselves various traps scattered throughout their little area they're building in. I think I got like 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, there's another one there. And then there's their little base that they're working on. And they're building up some doorways and stuff in the canyon and stuff like that to try to keep some of the Troodons and other fun dinosaurs kind of out of the way. And then back over to my base. Things take a little bit to load in, mostly because the those water blocks They do add a bit of graphical lag. As you can see, I kind of like did a quick little jump there. And it's due to those water blocks. They do they got like this weird like techie kind of effect to them, and it does lead to a some graphical lag. So if you do build with the water blocks, be aware that it can cause some stuttering. There we go. And I am going to take a quick 5, everybody. I'll be right back. Give me a moment, please. Alright, everybody, I am back. Thank you for waiting. And we're going to now go and release all the dinosaurs I have. You see me. Oh, hey. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get the dinosaurs that I need to raise out of my box and going to get them. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Okay, I did get them all out. Alright. Meant there, it looked like I didn't get that last one out. No, I need to find. There he is. He's sneaking around. See him right through my wall. Stalking around my base. Alright, let's see here. We got megatheriums. Get them out so they can be raised. That way they don't go running off when there's those thylacoleos find something they want to rip to pieces. Yep, they're passive. Alright, so we got the 2 megatheriums. Now we can place down the Rexes. Oh, won't fit in target area. So won't fit in target area. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, it's the Giga baby. You want the Rex babies. There we go. Alright, can't fit any more there. Come on. There we go. I can throw another one. No. Won't let me. Alright, let's see if I can throw one here. There we go. Alright, that's... Really? Okay. Yeah, it looks like this is completely full. Right. Oh, I can do them that way. Okay. There we go. Another one. Got another one out. Another one out. Another one out. Oh, do I got all the... No, I don't have all the Rex babies. I went back to doing the Giga. That's a fully grown Tech Rex. No, it's not. It's a baby. Now I went back to the Giga again. There we go. Got another one out. I really can't get any more in here. I think I got... This hatchery is pretty well stuffed. I mean, the only other place I think I can put them is up here on the dais for the hatching. Well, maybe not. Or am I still trying to throw out the Giga? No, I'm still trying to throw out the Giga. That's why. Alright. It's still not letting me release here. I'm right here. There we go. Oh, it's because it's back to being the Giga again. Alright, yeah, it looks like I can't release anything else in here. This place is pretty packed. And the last Rex. There we go. And I also need to drop down the other Giga. So I'm going to see if I can place it here. There we go. And then I'm going to whistle all these passive. Then I'll have an army, a swarm of Rexes in here that are just gonna go crazy when something dies or gets aggroed here. Let's see, behavior, passive, okay, good. Everything is all passive and good to go. Excellent. Alright, yeah, I think that's it for the... I still got a ton of sheep as well. You're boring. Oh, you're bored. Yeah, you can always go and you can run some artifact caves or breed up some Rexes and do some boss battles. Now this time I'm gonna go inside my boat. Oh darn, I should have went. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab, come back to my boat in a second. I gotta run into my base, get some gasoline in my chainsaw. I think my chainsaw is... No, it's not this box. It's this box. This box has got the chainsaw. Right there it is. Chainsaw. Now you go pick up some gasoline. Should also repair it. Add it. There we go. Repairing the chainsaw. There we go. Need some fuel. I'll just steal it from here. Let's see, just grab about half of it. There we go. I'm gonna use the back of my boat, and I'm gonna release these sheep. And I'm gonna pull out the chainsaw. We're gonna slaughter some sheep. Really? That's all I got out of that? Kinda hoping I would have got more. Throw that in there. Alright. Okay. That reminds me, I gotta put a hatch on that. Okay, so now we got the little baby Ovis. Let's break out the chainsaw. Slaughter the little sheep. Another little sheep. There we go. And we'll cut this one up. Ooh. Well, hello there, you cute little sheep. It's okay, everything's gonna be alright. There we go. Turning into lamb chops. See, there it is. All that nice, yummy lamb chops. I had all those sheep sitting in that that box for so long. I got so many sheep, I don't know what to do with them all. And that's the only thing I can think of is just cutting them up and cooking them up. That's pretty much all they're good for at the moment. It's just killing them. I don't want to kill her. I'm gonna kill one of the boys. Just another day at the slaughterhouse. you shooting my door for a reason? Oh, forgot to slaughter it first. Now this is a PvE server, so he's just fruitlessly hitting my door. Doesn't do any damage to the door or to me. Okay. Okay. Ah, my chainsaw broke. Oh, to the pick. Okay, for some reason. Okay, there it goes. Finally not me. Yeah, man. There we go. Oh, that's right. I gotta switch over to the weapon so I can slaughter it. There we go. And we'll head back over to my base and throw the rest of this meat into the cooker. There we go. Everything's in the cookers. Got all the meat harvested off those sheep. I cleaned out my, why is there a bunch of... Oh, okay, whatever. Alright, let's see here. Anything new in my soul trapper? Nope, just 70 soul trappers. And I'm going to remove 30. I'm going to split 30 from there. Put them here so I'm back up to 100 inside there. I don't remember, is this... Okay. I'm gonna clean up some of my bodies so I don't have so many death beams everywhere. Ditch that. Go in here, we'll ditch that. And then got my dead bodies. There we go. I thought I had another one around here somewhere. I think it's in my boat. Clean up the dead body in the boat. And I think all the death beams will be taken care of. And we'll go on a little deep sea excursion here. Something high level is around there. Okay, something attacked me back there. Is that Manta? Oh, it's dead now. Okay. Come on, shark. Alright. Now I'm going to turn around. And I'm going to get you sharks. And then I got to get it right back up to the surface and get some air. There we go. Let's see. Could always go and raise yourself up some Rexes. You can go, maybe go tame that Giga that's up there. Yeah, got a dermis off of every single boss off the alphas. That guy was a pain in the butt. Lost 11 Rexes to him last night. The other two were pretty easy. I don't know if I get... Oh, I do got some tribute items. Put these tribute items into the vault here. We've got a vault set up for having easy to access tribute items on hand when we go to do boss runs. Although pretty soon that whole entire system might be moving to ooh, silver titanoboa 7045. That's pretty close. That was 7045. Almost at 70 latitude. There we go. We're gonna go west so we can get the 45. It's down here in this little bit of swamp down here. On the other side of this hill, more than likely, or maybe even next to the hill, possibly. It's got to be down here somewhere. We're gonna go down here and we're gonna pick up that snake. Where is it? It's got to be right here somewhere. There's some Sarcos over there. Paracer. We got some. Let's got a snake around here somewhere. It's alarm's going off, but not seeing any blips for the snake. Gotta be more out this way. Gotta keep an eye out for them Caprosuchuses. You got a Giga, right? But if you really need some meat, yeah, I could give you some meat. Let me find this Titanoboa real quick. Where is it? Oh, the alarm's going off for it, but it might be right over here. Are you it? No, you're just a regular Titanoboa. Are you sure? I don't mind giving you some. I got plenty. Where's that blasted snake? Oh, maybe it's over here. Are you the snake? Yes, you are the snake I am looking for. It's a level 180 silver titanoboa. Ooh. Mastercraft Gilly Gauntlet's Descendant Arthur Plura saddle. And there was something else I missed. Mastercraft Quetzal saddle. Hey, come on. There we go. Dragonfly's dead. Alright. Okay, everybody, it is now 12:04. That is it for today's stream. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Let's take a look at my schedule for tomorrow. I'm not sure if I am going to be able to be streaming tomorrow. Nope, I'll be fine tomorrow. I have nothing going on. Wednesday and Thursday are the 2 days this week I won't be available for streaming. But I will be on tomorrow. So take it easy, everybody. Thank you all for joining me today, and I will catch you guys all tomorrow. Until then, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye, everybody.